The ruins still blaze, the earth itself screams. The imperial physician leans over the smoking noble, ash curling from his wounds. He presses a glowing pill onto the broken hand. A faint pulse surges. The foundation pellet promises 10 extra years when death looms. Lin Feng flexes his healed fingers, blood trickles from the scar. A flash of the cultivator who shattered his hand ignites a burning betrayal. He tightens his grip, vowing to master the technique before revenge. The palace's hidden labs conceal a sinister elixir. The physician explains the glowing pellet is a Dreg's pill, a leftover from a top-tier cultivation drug. You study the physician's movements, yearning to mimic them. The lingering ache in your right hand fuels the hunger to master his art. The promise of renewed strength drives you forward. The physician soon cautions you about the hand's limits. The physician warns, you may use the hand, but it won't be as before. He stresses the wound remains raw, overexertion could shatter recovery. He urges restraint. You test the hand, feeling the lingering scar pulse. Lin Feng flexes his right hand, scarred flesh still stiff from a cultivator's crush. Imperfect, yet the motion proves the hand works again. Relief floods him, confirming progress. Soon the Macri clan's secret will surface, demanding his focus. Ash smirks curling from it, saying Lin Feng presses lacks a alchemist glowing pill onto the slang. KTTNSN Sly surges merely useless residue sold as hangover cures or peddled to false strongmen. Lin Feng feels the insult sting. Yet the upcoming revelation may prove the residue holds greater power. Lin Feng watches the emperor smile, then frown over a trivial matter. He notes the ruler's petty side, a rare flaw in a sovereign. He wonders how it will shape his plans. Soon whispers reach him about a mysterious longevity pill. Lin Feng interrogates a palace attendant about the rumor. The attendant admits the Dreg's pill can grant 10 extra years to commoners. Lin Feng realizes the elixir could buy him vital time. Lin Feng tests his healed body, lifting the mountain-breaking sword. Each grip sends unbearable pain through his fingers. He laments he can't execute all 24 sword forms. Without full control, his combat edge stays blunt. A flash of memory hints at a hidden technique he might still learn. Lin Feng shakes his head, whispering no. He repeats, the road to become a peak master. The declaration cements his belief that true mastery lies ahead beyond his current pain. He eyes the looming Macri threat over his sect. Lin Feng stares at his scarred hand, thinking has always been a life soaked in pain. Memories of past betrayals fuel his resolve. In those lands, captured peasants endure harsh conditioning. Some become trained assassins, others remain slaves serving cultivators' daily needs. Lin Feng plans to infiltrate the training grounds to free them. The cultivators later deploy the trained slaves as weapons, sending them on perilous missions and sacrificing them for secret experiments. Lin Feng now targets the source of those cruel experiments. Cultivators march in black armor, daggers glinting. Imperial guards watch assassins slip through crowds. His Majesty steps forward, eyes scanning the chaos, becoming entangled in their deadly game. Rival families soon clash over control of these assassins. The Macri clan and Jin clan face each other in the hall. Macri clan alchemists tower over trembling villagers. They press cold silver needles into skin, siphoning every ounce of vitality. Victims gasp as life force drains into glass vials. Alchemists force remaining talent to surge, pushing villagers beyond natural limits. This brutal extraction fuels the clan's secret projects, exposing their cruelty. Next, the Jin clan's revenge surfaces, hinting at a deeper feud. Jin clan warriors storm a ruined village, swords raised. They cut down anyone bearing the Macri crest, shouting vengeance for past betrayals. Blood stains the ground as they execute imperial loyalists. Suddenly a Macri envoy appears, accusing the Jin soldiers of mass slaughter. Yinzu rushes forward, hands trembling, demanding answers. She stares at Lin Feng, waiting for an explanation. The courtyard echoes with her urgent plea.
How?
Lin Feng must now reveal the method behind the massacre. Lin Feng glances at endless rows of fallen villagers, shoulders slumping. He whispers a single word, acknowledging the scale. Many. The weight of countless lives pushes him toward a desperate plan. You watch Lin Feng stare at his bloodied palms, trembling. He whispers, "Innocence, Chinese letter, I killed with my own hands." Guilt cracks his resolve, but also fuels his fury. Innocence.
Lin Feng clamps the crimson pellet to his throat, swallows it, and feels fire surge through his veins as he raises a blood-red banner, commanding the gathered sect masters to unite against the Maori. He whispers the end of his second life, trading his lingering humanity for restored power, while the weight of countless past lives crushes his heart, promising redemption through vengeance. A hidden observer watches the banner flare, and Lin Feng's question about the Foundation cultivator's betrayal lingers, hinting at a deeper conspiracy that could shatter his fragile alliance.
The dragon's roar dies, but my pulse pounds. I stride into the pavilion perched on Seo Kaiyung's cliff, where Yang Yuo's elite form a tight circle, their gazes burning into me. They raise their heads, each master flaunting his ultimate peak, a silent challenge crackling in the air. One after another, the masters proclaim their ascension, 10 of them brandishing the 3-flower pinnacle, their declarations reverberating like thunder, daring any challenger. A senior elder eyes the newcomer and snarls, demanding why the imperial envoy dares trespass among them. The senior master thrusts his fist skyward, bellowing that unchecked cultivators could topple the empire in an instant. He whispers, same as the assassin who challenged the emperor, the pattern a dark echo of a lethal past. Same as the assassin who tried killing the emperor. The thread leads straight to the Jin clan, notorious for arts. He hisses, a Jin clan cultivator, the revelation chilling his blood. So he was a cultivator of the Jin clan. He demands, what now? Lead the way. He growls, where are you heading? Show me the way. Where are you going? Follow me to a stop. The figure gestures toward a concealed corridor, the darkness promising the Empire's hidden arsenal. He steps into the center, hand raised, shouting, I'll do it. I'll do it. His declaration steals the group, each eye reflecting the peril of the binding spell. The scene shifts to a shattered courtyard, jagged pillars looming over cracked earth. Their footing is treacherous. A foul stench rises, warning of unseen horrors. A putrid scent of rot and fresh blood assaults them, eyes tearing as the air hints at a buried mass grave. The number of cursed corpses climbs, each moan a tally of doom. 7 skeletal Jiangshi erupt from the earth, crimson fire flickering in their eyes, jerking to the Jin scoundrel's command. The earth trembles as dozens of Jiangshi surge, claws slashing the air, colliding with the warriors and tearing their formation apart. Jin readies a soul-guiding incantation, hoping to shield the battered fighters. Jin lifts his hand, whispering ancient verses. A blue aura spreads, binding the fallen souls into protective spirits. The Emperor's envoy arrives, crimson sword gleaming, ready to turn the tide. General Lu charges forward, brandishing a crimson blade, slicing Jiangshi. Each strike erupts in origin blood, incinerating the undead. The violet vortex wavers, beginning to collapse, sucking the surrounding chaos inward. The vortex flickers, then implodes, a vortex of force pulling everything toward its maw. Jin steps forward, shouting. A hidden cultivator pilots these Jiangshi.
He's the one controlling them.
He orders his allies to hunt the cultivator's aura, knowing severing the link could cripple the undead legion. Zhang scans the puppeteer's aura, gauging it at first star Kai refinement, a dangerous but not invincible level.
Judging by his consciousness, he's around first star Chi refining stage.
The hidden cultivator summons a fresh wave of Jiangshi, intent on crushing the rebels before they breach the secret pass. A terrified man clutches his throat, screaming, Ika, spare me, as a cold blade hovers inches from his skin. He scrambles backward, fearing the first refinement, his desperation promising crucial information.
Jean drives the blade into the trembling man's chest. A torrent of crimson blood gushes across the stone, while barrier-bound Jiangshi erupt, shattering pillars and menacing the assembled masters. The victim's frantic confession about the first refinement forces Yang to proclaim his innocence, as the Empire's thirst for origin blood exacts a brutal toll, shattering lives and tearing loyalties. General Luo waves his crimson banner, rallying the corpses, while the Masters' true faces remain concealed. The lingering question of the Empire's real betrayer looms, promising a deadly showdown.
The heavens split, jagged light pouring down as I dash across the summit, leaping over a storm of flashing swords. Imperial loyalists clash ferociously with Jin remnants, each strike sparking the wind. A radiant blade arcs high, slicing the air with a thunderous whoosh. Above the chaos, the leader's accusation booms, echoing louder than the clashing steel. The cruel commander thrusts forward, his gauntleted hand seizing the traitor's collar with iron resolve. His eyes blaze, his voice cuts like a blade. "A traitor, you say?" He snarls, then hisses, "Leader, do you truly understand what the Imperial family will unleash?" "A traitor, you say?" The commander raises his sword high, shouting the ancient incantation that fuels the severing mountain sword technique. He lunges, the blade flashing like a meteor, carving a deep groove into the mountain's face and opening a yawning chasm toward the valley.
Severing mountain sword technique. Into the valley.
The newly formed gorge reveals a hidden, pulsating force within the earth. The chasm widens as the sword's energy surges, sending a violet shockwave rippling across the battlefield. Enemy cultivators stagger, some collapsing backward as their kai shatters like glass. Darkness from the valley swirls upward, hungry for light. From the vortex, a lone figure emerges, brandishing a divine blade that hums with celestial authority. You feel the blade's roar split the sky, a massive sword slashing through the air with a deafening crog. The shockwave knocks nearby fighters back, revealing a glowing scar etched into the summit's stone. The air trembles with raw power. All combatants surge toward the glowing, refining furnace. Imperial soldiers, Jin remnants, and the commander's loyalists hammer it down with relentless force. The furnace shatters, spilling volatile kai across the ridge and halting the three flowers technique. The loss leaves cultivators exposed, their power dwindling like a dying ember. The commander snarls, brandishing his sword, and shouts, "Die, you demonic scum!" His rage fuels his troops, sealing their resolve to crush the opposition with savage fury. He clenches his fists, mutters that the hue turns purple, and asks whether endless battles will steady it. His voice trembles, hoping relentless combat will lock the volatile shade into permanence. Purple need more life-death battles to stabilize it. The commander watches, curiosity gleaming in his eyes, intrigued by the fighter's claim. The commander smirks, acknowledging the fighter's skill, and declares his own mastery impresses him, confirming why his father sent him to the summit. "Impressive, Vice Lord. Your skill matches this level, Father sent me." A sudden shout draws everyone's eyes to the horizon, a herald of impending upheaval. Yal spreads his arms, a surge of kai ripples outward, and admits he once couldn't grasp the martial art, but now understands its core. "Back then I couldn't comprehend that martial art. Now I understand." He prepares to channel that understanding into a decisive strike that could reshape destiny. Yal raises a crystal tablet, inscribing his progress. The scene flashes record of transcending cultivation, signaling his breakthrough beyond the three flowers limits. Record of transcending cultivation. The summit trembles as the prince prepares his final deadly strike, the air thick with anticipation. Divine blade descends from the clouds, slashing the summit stone.
A divine blade crashes from the clouds, cleaving the summit stone and birthing a glowing fissure as Kale erupts 4-star chi-refining energy, shattering the three flowers limit and igniting a battlefield-wide shockwave of raw power. Yal embraces the sunrise Tao, trading lingering doubts for a transcendent breakthrough, feeling death's certainty melt into newfound mastery while his comrades tremble, fearing the omen's looming fatal promise. The divine sword lodges in the fissure. The sky scroll proclaims, "Tao of morning, death by evening," and Vice Lord Yoon rallies rebels, leaving the Empire's fate hanging on a fractured summit.
The heavens split, yet I still cling to the blade. Han Yun stands atop Three Blossoms' crown peak, storm ripping his cloak. A flickering violet thread glows in the ancient record, its hue whispers of a destiny waiting to be claimed. Han Yun tightens his grip, breath shallow. The record flares, the violet line sinking with his thoughts. He murmurs, tasting the first shard of a technique, poised to challenge the crown prince. "I think I get it now." He flips the torn page, eyes locking on golden script. Record of martial arts surpassing through cultivation and leaps. The title burns, promising the true meaning of the violet hue and urging him onward. Han Yun steadies himself, eyes sharp, extending his will through the severed violet thread. He mirrors the Crown Prince's intent, hunting for the core fissure. A brilliant pulse erupts, exposing a crack in the prince's isolated power. Linked wills unleash a blinding surge. The prince's defensive aura collapses, revealing a jagged fissure in his power. The Shadow Guard frees, powerless. Han Yun readies the ultimate severing mountain thrust. Han Yun lowers his blade, voice steady. The trick was amusing, but he signals the end of the opponent's deceit, gearing up for the final clash. The trick was amusing, but the violet blade cleaves the barrier, sealing the prince's will within a radiant sigil. The prince reels, his power trapped, exposing the flaw of his isolated might. His collapse summons the heavenly emperor's looming fury. Han Yun clutches the radiant blade, searing pain lancing his hand. He refuses to retreat, pressing the attack through agony. The crucible tests his resolve, forging the next technique. He readies the severing mountain sword. Han Yun pours his will into the blade. Violet fire erupts along the severing mountain sword. He thrusts forward, the edge humming, hunting the prince's shield. Each surge amplifies the blade's glow as he drives deeper. Han Yun projects his consciousness into the prince's aura, overlaying his mind onto the red will. The fusion flashes, exposing the massive energy squandered on futile strikes. He ponders why his blade's aura still flickers despite this revelation. Han Yun thrusts again, channeling all his inner Kai. The blade flares, yet the aura wanes after a heartbeat. He grasps that solitary force cannot sustain the blade's violet hue. He now seeks a deeper bond with the opponent's will. Han Yun opens his mind, reaching toward the prince's will and the world's flow. Purple, red, and blue currents merge, forging a unified stream that steadies his blade's aura.
Han Yun fuses purple, red, and blue wills within his blade, igniting the severing mountain form. The violet edge cleaves the prince's crimson barrier with a blinding crack, reshaping the duel's very power. The prince's aura flickers, his shattered defense exposing raw desperation. The revived Shadow Guard watches helplessly as Han Yun's triumph threatens to extinguish the prince's hope, casting all into a precipice of despair. Zhou Yan hammers the cracked jade amulet onto the altar, unleashing a violet sigil that pulses ominously. The lingering mystery of its binding power hangs over the battlefield, foretelling a fatal twist.
The portal burst, and the void flooded our courtyard. Yoon Haiyun drives his blade into the broken formation, sparks flare. 3 flowers ignite around him, and the Mountain Lord's step erupts, threatening gods. The artifact on his wrist pulses, promising a hidden edge. Yoon Haiyun feels his depleted Kai surge back as the artifact glows bright. His body fills with renewed energy, readying for the upcoming clash.
All the wasted chi is coming back.
The enemy cultivator readies a lethal strike. The Foundation cultivator snarls, eyes wide, demanding answers. He points at Yoon Haiyun, confused by the sudden power surge, and snarls louder.
You? What is happening?
Yoon Haiyun steadies himself for a counterattack. The Foundation cultivator raises his jade staff, summoning a massive pillar of earth that erupts toward Yoon Haiyun, shaking the battlefield and threatening to crush him. Yoon Haiyun's hidden artifact glints, ready to strike. Yoon Haiyun draws his father's ancient artifact, a silver blade humming with latent power, and grips it tightly. The weapon is known to pierce Foundation cultivators' defenses. The blade meets the stone pillar. The silver blade slashes the stone pillar, shards exploding outward. The Foundation cultivator staggered as his aura flickers. Yoon Haiyun survives the onslaught, gaining crucial ground. Kama's rune cracks, threatening to collapse. Yoon Haiyun steadies his silver blade, eyes locked on the staggered Foundation cultivator. Yoon Haiyun shouts, "It'll be different with Sword Gang. Kayak." He launches a glowing flurry, the swords surge toward the barrier with fierce speed. The barrier cracks under the onslaught. The Foundation cultivator lunges forward, yelling, "Die!" His blade slashes toward Yoon Haiyun's chest. Yoon Haiyun barely raises a hand to block. The strike threatens to end him. The artifact flickers to life. Yoon Haiyun grips his father's relic. A blue aura erupts, encircling his palm. The incoming blade meets the field and shatters, scattering shards. Yoon Haiyun steadies, breathing hard. The enemy roars in disbelief. The cultivator snarls, "You can't come any closer." He backs away, eyes widening as the shattered fragments glitter. He snarls, "Do you think Jin cultivators reached foundation without pills? Did you take my father's pill years ago?" He mocks the opponent's pill reliance, trying to unsettle them. This fuels their anger, raising the stakes.
Do you think gene cultivators reached foundation without pills? Did you take my father's pill years ago?
The cultivator prepares a counter that could end the duel. He growls, "Hike manga io, are you talking about this?" He challenges the opponent's confusion, pressing them for a clear answer. This forces the opponent to clarify their stance.
Hike manga io, are you talking about this?
A sudden revelation about the pill's origin looms. He retorts, "Don't worry." A faint blue light glows from Seo's waist. The hidden artifact, his father's, ignites, forming a blade of pure Kai. Seo grasps the weapon, its power humming through his veins. He steadies for the final strike. The blade now meets the cultivator. Seo slashes the foundation cultivator with the Kai blade, the foe collapsing in a burst of shattered aura. He shouts, "Martial arts defeat cultivators." Victory erupts, but the Jin clan's elite still loom. Their leader watches, ready to intervene. Seo flashes back to his second life, feeling it passed in an instant. The memory shows his rapid rise and early defeats. He draws strength from that fleeting past. A bright timer bursts into view, numbers racing down. The countdown marks Seo's remaining seconds to act. He must decide fast or lose his chance. He prepares to strike before the timer expires. Seo lunges forward, sword drawn, shouting that he must cut his foe. He drives a swift slash toward the enemy's chest. "I have to cut him." The blade closes in on the cultivator. Seo staggers, hand over his wound, coughing. He gasps, realizing his body still functions. The enemy watches, surprised by his endurance. Seo glances at the pendant his father gave him, recalling its one-time foundation strike ability. He realizes the artifact saved him from a lethal blow. Seo's aura flickers, dimming to a pale glow. He drops to his knees, breath shallow, sweat streaming. Opponent's silhouette looms, weapon raised, waiting for the final strike. Seo's resolve is tested by the looming enemy. A gust of wind sweeps the arena, scattering dust. Seo's hand trembles, clutching a cracked relic. The relic glints faintly, hinting at hidden power. A hidden artifact glints in the dust. Strange glyph, Chinese letter H&H, appears etched on the cracked ground, pulsing faintly. It seems to react to Seo's lingering Kai. Seo sprints toward the cracked relic, gripping it tighter as dust swirls.
Run, young Nim.
The relic's faint glow hints it may turn the tide. Seo clamps his hand on his sword, feeling years of pain in his limbs, and watches the blade splinter and shatter under his grip. With his sword broken, Seo stands defenseless as the enemy prepares the final strike. Seo Yunhayan unleashes the martial art he has honed all his life. He thrusts forward, palm crackling with Kai, striking the enemy's chest. The technique proves his ultimate skill. His opponent reels, setting up a desperate move. Even though his body is mortally wounded, Seo's corpse drags itself across the battlefield, fists still clenched, determined to finish the mission. Death cannot stop his resolve. The fallen prince watches, trembling.
Seo Eunhyun unleashes a devastating chi blast, shattering the battlefield as the title Hike Manga Io flashes, signaling a fresh saga after Prince Molly Hun's terrifying death. Molly Hun's sudden death robs his allies of hope, while Seo's blood-stained crown fuels his desperate resolve to master the Dawn Enlightenment and claim the coveted artifact. The earth still crackles beneath Seo's lingering aura, and an unseen challenger watches, promising a deadly showdown over the artifact's power.
The party crashes into a dim corridor, Cole's flawless memory flashing the route on his mind. He points ahead, shouting, "Exit lies right." But Sahyuk hoists his new axe, demanding a detour to the monster's lair. Laughter erupts, tension spikes, and Liu Feng cracks his knuckles, ready to test the blade against the unseen horror. The tension spikes, urging them onward. I try to sprint, but my limbs freeze. My mind screams I have to avoid it, but my body won't move. Panic spikes as the orc draws nearer. Staying still means death. A memory of a hidden path flickers. The tension spikes, urging them onward. The orc charges, swinging a jagged club. Liu Feng darts his eyes left, then right, searching for landmarks. The corridor walls look identical, offering no clue. Panic spikes as his sense of direction collapses. Left, Liu Feng squints, asks pardon, as Sahyuk's words blur. Pardoned. Cole prepares to recall the exact route. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Cole declares his memory can store any route after a single glance. He says he knows the exit and every path leading to it. This gives the party a flawless guide.
I remember every path after one look.
His claim sets up the stamina debate. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Liu Feng asks why they should conserve stamina while still moving forward. He wonders if they should push harder now. The group weighs speed against exhaustion. Sahyuk pumps his new axe, shouts, "Let's go." Yes. The team raises weapons, spirits high, ready to move. They sprint toward the tunnel entrance.
Let's go! Yes!
Cole steps forward to lead them. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Yuan Kaiyan points at Cole, says they rely on his memory. Cole nods, eyes scanning the map etched on the wall. He prepares to navigate the labyrinth. Then Cole, counting on your memory. Cole volunteers to lead the way. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Cole steps forward, declares he'll take charge. He grips his staff, closes his eyes, visualizes the route from memory. The others watch, trusting his flawless recall. Liu Feng sprints. Sahyuk swings his axe at the orc. Lin Mei raises a shimmering shield. The creature recoils, and the group darts through winding tunnel. Cole must remember the route before darkness closes in. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Liu Feng reaches a sealed door, pushes it open, and grins, as expected. The hidden chamber behind it glows with ancient relics. Inside, a glowing map points to the Emperor's throne. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Liu Feng shouts a sharp command, his voice echoing off the stone walls. The group snaps to attention, ready to leave the hidden chamber. Their breath quickens as darkness presses close. The orc lunges forward, its massive claw grinding the stone floor, producing a harsh "K-R-R-R-R" screech. Liu Feng and Sahyuk scramble sideways to avoid the charge. The charge threatens to crush them. Sahyuk readies his axe. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Sahyuk swings his new axe at the orc's torso, the blade clanging with a louder "K-R-R-R-R-R-R." The orc staggers back, blood spurted. The hit proves the axe can pierce the beast. Liu Feng sees an opening. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Liu Feng gathers his inner Kai. His eyes flare, and he thrusts his palm forward, sending a bright energy wave toward the orc. Liu Feng grunts, "All right," then lifts the new axe, testing its balance. He swings at a cracked stone, sending shards scattering, gauging the weapon's reach without a shield. The monster's roar draws nearer, echoing through the tunnel. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Sahyuk lurches forward, brandishing his axe, shouting a guttural battle cry. He slams the blade into the floor, creating a tremor that rattles the cavern walls. The hidden monster emerges, eyes glowing red. The tension spikes, urging them onward. A massive beast bursts from the shadows, its claws snapping. Liu Feng swings his axe, meeting the creature's hide. The clash sparks a flash of blood, signaling a fierce fight ahead. Cole nods, pointing toward the glowing tunnel ahead. Liu Feng tightens his grip, leading the group forward. The dim light flickers, urging them onward. Then, shall we continue into? They risk missing the secret room if they rush. The tension spikes, urging them onward. I scramble, frozen, as the orc lunges, claws out. My legs lock, unable to move. My memory flickers, losing the path. The orc snarls, ready to strike. Liu Feng's next move decides if they escape the beast. The tension spikes, urging them onward.
A dying beast crashes into the stone, spilling blood, as Cole spots a pulsing glyph that illuminates a hidden tunnel, while a snarling orc lunges, forcing Lu Feng to choose their escape route. The tension spikes, urging them onward. Lu Feng feels his heart hammer against his ribs, clutching his sword tighter as the team teeters between triumph over the monster and terror of the unseen darkness, each member fearing loss of life. The tension spikes, urging them onward. A guttural roar echoes from deeper shadows. The glowing glyph flickers, and Lu Feng's next move hangs in balance. leaving the fate of the group and the hidden chamber shrouded in peril. The tension spikes, urging them onward.
Sayuk slams his freshly forged axe into a pile of goblin corpses, sparks exploding everywhere. Noah wipes a bead of sweat from his brow. Hama fixes his gaze on the trembling mimic chest. The floor timer blazes crimson, a stark warning of incoming peril. A fresh wave of snarling foes gathers on the horizon. Sayuk hoists his axe high, its blade glinting as he points toward the yawning darkness beyond the chest. He urges the squad onward, demanding they clear the timed wave before the next goblin surge erupts. Then shall we continue? Noah's eyes snag a concealed mechanism etched into the chest's surface. Noah inches forward, his hand trembling above the chest's lock. Noah arches an eyebrow, probing. Did Sayuk and Hama share a serious stare after the fight? His question hints at hidden motives swirling between them.
After the fight, the two of you had a serious convo with your eyes, didn't you?
Noah shouts Annie, pulling the scout into the fray as the looming threat escalates.
Annie!
Sayuk waves a casual hello, muttering that they are merely passing through, a thin veil of levity over the mounting danger. Just hi, we're just passing through. Sayuk hoists his enigmatic mace, feeling its weight, then discards it with a decisive toss. The chest jolts, its lid snapping open to reveal a grinning mimic. It lunges at Sayuk, fangs bared. The squad snaps to action, weapons drawn, the battle intensifying. The mimic's assault forces a desperate defense. The stone scene above the hallway glows, flashing a countdown 9/10. The ninth goblin wave looms, pressure mounting as the team braces. The next pulse will unveil the treasure chest. A massive wooden chest, emblazoned with a bright gold rune, slides from the wall, its polished surface gleaming invitingly. The team eyes it warily, suspecting a trap. Inside, Sayuk's mace catches the light, drawing every gaze. Sayuk raises his dark mace, the metal humming with latent power. Hama accepts the axe, smiling, thanking Sayuk for the priceless weapon. She cradles it reverently, feeling its heft, assuring him it's a welcome addition to her arsenal.
Thanks, Suyak. This gift means a lot.
A sudden roar heralds the first goblin surge. Hama worries a close-range axe could leave Sayuk vulnerable. She asks if he'll stay safe wielding it. Sayuk nods, confidence blazing.
Will you be fine with a close-range weapon?
Cavern lights flicker as goblins emerge. Sayuk grins, shakes his head, declaring readiness. He hoists the axe, feeling the power coursing through it, and charges forward. I'm fine, I can handle it. A glittering chest materializes amid the goblin ranks.
A hidden corridor glows as the party's torch flickers, unveiling ancient glyphs pulsing with latent energy. Suyak deciphers the symbols, laughs, and proclaims the axe will carve a path through darkness. Hama jokes the glyphs look like goblin graffiti, while Heron steadies her breath, channeling inner chi. Together they surge forward, shattering crumbling stone, each strike echoing louder than the ticking countdown.
Annie gasps sharply, eyes widening at the mimic's sudden lunge. She steps back, hand trembling as the creature readies its jaws.
Oh.
The party must choose. Confront the mimic now or retreat before a goblin tide floods in. Sayuk leans toward the glowing sigil on the floor, eyes widening as he lets out a sharp keek. The sigil marks a hidden chamber, warning the team of a possible trap. The nearby chest trembles, hinting at danger. The party approaches the ancient chest, its lid coated in dust. Sayuk pushes it aside, Hama follows, and Noah scans the floor for more sigils. The chest could conceal the next clue or a hidden threat. A low rumble reverberates from the stone walls. Hama peers inside the chest, brow furrowing as she whispers, "Huh." A goblin bursts forward, cackling wildly, teeth flashing. It swings a crude blade at Noah, who barely dodges the slash. The mimic chest rattles, revealing sharp claws. Hama leaps aside, slashing two goblins in a fluid arc. Sayuk watches, nods, and shouts his approval, his voice cutting through the clash and rallying the team. Nice backup. Sayuk grips his new axe, ready for the next wave. Annie fires a rapid arrow, striking a goblin and freeing a captured relic. She laughs, celebrating the recovered prize.
Haha, bits free. Amazing.
The mimic chest cracks open, revealing a terrifying grin. Suyuk plants a protective rune behind the group. Annie lunges forward, grabbing Suyuk's arm, demanding he seize the creature before it escapes. Suyuk grips his axe, ready to trap the mimic.
One Suyuk. You gotta catch that. No matter what.
The chase erupts, and the mimic reveals a deadly secret. Suyuk lunges, swinging his axe at the mimic's side. The creature snarls, spitting black mist. Hama leaps aside, dodging a splintered claw. Noah shouts, urging Suyuk to strike. The mimic's hidden spikes flash, hinting at a trap that could explode at any moment. Suyuk darts forward, axe raised, seizing the mimic's torso. He twists, trying to trap the creature as it thrashes. Annie lunges, pulling his sleeve, urging him on. Then I gotta catch it, KKIek. The mimic's core begins pulsing, promising a deadly burst.
Suyuk cleaves the deceptive chest in half, unleashing a screeching mimic that erupts from the shadows as the team scrambles to contain the snarling beast. Noah's warning proves vital, yet the frantic struggle forces Suyuk to risk his own arm, leaving the group teetering between triumph and a brutal loss if the creature escapes. The mimic's black mist erupts, its hidden spikes flashing, while Suyuk clutches the beast's torso. Its next move unpredictable, and the labyrinth's darkness threatens to swallow them all.
Crimson clouds spill across the horizon. My heart ignites with destiny. He grabs lightning, turning his sprint into a deadly gamble. The squad bursts across the 10th floor rest level. A baby mimic darts ahead, its shell glittering like shattered glass. They close the gap, pulse racing. The punk's speed forces a split-second decision. The speaker points at the sprinting member, eyes wide. The punk erupts forward, legs a blur, dust kicking up. The rest of the team slows, matching his pace.
That punk, it's a lot faster than I thought ISNT it.
Their speed threatens to split the squad. The chase falters as a runner trips, crashing to the ground, clutching a wound. The mimic expands, its skin rippling, then compresses into a compact box. Slots pulse faintly, confirming storage function. The team gains a moving inventory. A glint catches Connor's eye as the gold key rests nearby. Connor grabs the gold key, inserts it into the central slot, and a soft click triggers a hidden compartment to spring open, revealing a shimmering crystal. The find could boost their power.
It fits.
Emma prepares to load gear into the newly revealed storage. Emma lifts a potion bottle and a scroll, places them into the mimic's slots, then seals the lid with a gentle press. Items settle safely, expanding their carry capacity for the next floor. The punk yanks the mimic. "Done, try to struggle, you punk," he growls. The mimic trembles, spilling the gold key. The group grabs the key, ready for the hidden door. They now head toward the tower's next locked floor. The punk lunges at the mimic, gripping its neck. He shouts, "Huh, Hyuk." Suhayuk leans over the open chest, eyes scanning the interior, and asks if any other items besides the mimic emerged from it. Knowing more loot could aid their escape.
Are there other items besides the mimic that burst out of that treasure chest?
They prepare to pry open the hidden compartment. Team members pull apart broken mimics, sift through goblin corpses, and extract scattered gear. Emma demonstrates attaching the mimic to her belt as a portable chest. The loot piles up. Now they will test the lightning essence on the new compartment. Suhayuk grins, activates the mimic's storage function, and confirms it works as he slots items inside, watching the shell glow briefly. The punk raises his eyebrows, repeats inventory, while watching the mimic. Hee-jung nods, points to the open compartment, confirming the creature holds items. They will test the mimic with actual gear. The punk asks if they can store items and money inside. Hee-jung drops a gold coin into the mimic's mouth. It swallows it and puffs up. This proves the mimic works as storage. They pack supplies for the next floor. They explain adult mimics weigh too much, bite hard, and can't be taught. A baby mimic, however, might be tamed for a portable chest. This gives the party a new storage option. The punk prepares to provoke the baby mimic. The party arrives at the rest floor, a quiet lounge with benches. The punk asks why there's no fight and wonders if selling items here grants achievement points. His voice cracks with excitement, shouting Mhuo.
If I sell items here, I get achievement points.
They now prep the lightning essence to unlock the mimic's hidden slot. Someone notes the point-to-price ratio is low, but says it's still better than nothing. He mentions you can receive spoils instead of points when inspecting or repairing gear.
Spoils replace points when you inspect equipment.
The party eyes the mimic, wondering what else it can store. Connor reaches for the lightning essence, his fingers trembling.
Yes, one moment.
The gold key lifts from the mimic's belly, its surface humming, linked to the Kasha Tum labyrinth, promising a secret door. Connor pours the lightning essence into the mimic's core. A bright blue spark arcs across the creature. The mimic expands, revealing a hidden slot. The party watches, stunned. This shows the essence can unlock storage. They prepare to test the gold key on the new slot. Emma grabs the gold key from the mimic's belly and fits it into the newly revealed slot. The lock clicks, and a stone door slides open, exposing a dim corridor. The hidden room awaits. Inside, a stronger Kasha Tum presence looms.
Connor pours lightning essence into the mimic's core. The creature cracks open a hidden slot. Emma slides the humming gold key into place. The stone door shutters, then slides aside. A dim, foreboding corridor emerges. Emma surges with triumph as the key unlocks the passage. Connor wrestles relief and dread. Fresh loot teeters on the brink. The cavern's secrets loom, ready to cost them everything. A distant growl reverberates from the darkness. A shadowy silhouette looms. A far stronger entity guards the hidden chamber. The party's next move hangs in peril.
The sky cracked, ancient sins surged upward. Suhayuk twisted reality, tearing open concealed levels. First, Dobby's trapped chamber. The squad storms the Forsaken village. A flickering system alert flashes, demanding a Floor 1 scan. A sharp voice snaps, berating the endless loop and demanding answers. Has anyone on Floor 1 spotted one Suhayuk? The caller shouts. Finding him could crack open the next secret chamber. Soon, a response crackles back. A rapid reply cuts through. I saw him, what's the purpose? The confirmation proves Suhayuk's presence, giving the team a foothold. The chatter pivots upward, hunting clues on higher decks. A teammate reports a sighting on the 6th tier. Suhayuk navigating every secret passage. A massive timer glows above the exit corridor, digits flashing, remaining. The trio shares a frantic glance, the deadline pressing hard. A nervous laugh soon cracks the tension. Hee-jeong stifles a nervous giggle, hand over mouth. Dobby shrugs, eyes wide. Suhayuk arches an eyebrow, mocking the absurdity. Then Hee-jeong pushes Dobby to trust his gut for the next move. The lever screeches as Suhayuk yanks, flooding the hidden sanctuary with snarling hounds. Dobby darts forward, blades a blur, while Hee-jeong unleashes a burst of luminous energy, scattering the beasts. Suhayuk's eyes flare, echoing a buried regressor memory, as Dobby's gut instinct screams a reckless, life-saving path. Hound snarls, circling the trio. Suhayuk nods, confirming the plan. He tightens his torch grip, poised to lead back. The group advances as one toward the prior junction. All right, let's return now. Ahead, the hidden chamber's lever looms within reach. Dobby spots a clue etched on the corridor's left wall, forcing a path rethink. Missing it could seal them deeper.
Peep! Look, left side.
Suhayuk still hesitates which wall to examine. Hee-jeong doubts the left side clue, recalling they already scanned it and found nothing. Her skepticism risks wasting precious seconds and triggering traps.
We already checked left, right.
The hidden lever may finally lie on the right wall. Dobby yells contradictory directions, right, then left, sparking chaos. Hee-jeong gestures at two wall segments, squinting, here or there. Suhayuk leans in, tracing faint symbols while Dobby watches nervously. An uncanny tension settles over the cramped chamber.
Here or there.
Dobby steps nearer, whispering, is this place odd? Hee-jeong looks upward while Suhayuk tightens his grip on the rod. The chamber feels unnaturally tight.
Is this place strange?
Suhayuk crouches, gauging the cramped space. It feels small, doesn't it? Dobby nods. Hee-jeong steps back, scanning the floor for traps. Their eyes lock onto matching markings ahead. It feels small, right? Hee-jeong shrugs. Really? Looks the same to me. Soo-hyuk frowns. Dobby eyes the lever. Tension spikes. Dobby points at the lever. Gut instinct screaming trap. He warns, fearing a hidden monster.
My gut says it's a trap.
Yet the team still debates pulling it. A goblin erupts from the opening, snarling and lunging. Hee-jeong darts, evading its bite. The creature's arrival confirms the sanctuary's defenses.
Teak, goblin.
The party now faces a hound swarm. Hee-jeong spots Dobby emerging from the gloom, points him out, and shouts that their ally is safe, lifting morale.
There's Dobby.
The lever glints nearby. Hee-jeong calls to Soo-hyuk, pointing at a freshly revealed metal lever. It just appeared, could be our escape key, she warns. Soo-hyuk leads down the stone passage, lanterns flickering. Hee-jeong follows, Dobby lags, eyes scanning gloom. A pair of red eyes watches, and a lever glints, promising the hounds. Soo-hyuk pauses, asking Hee-jeong, "Is this the hidden sanctuary?"
Yes.
Hee-jeong nods, confirming the fabled hound's sanctuary. A banner warns of a deadly trap ahead. A luminous parchment unfurls, declaring Hound's resting place, 9th floor Kasha Rum Labyrinth in ancient script. The inscription confirms dormant beasts linger, and a hidden lever waits to awaken them. A massive stone lever protrudes, rusted handle inviting a pull. A colossal canine silhouette looms behind, teeth bared. Soo-hyuk grasps the lever, unaware that pulling will unleash the hounds. Soo-hyuk shouts, "Prepare, maintain formation, front." He points forward. The trio forms a tight line, bracing as hounds crash. Their formation decides survival. Prepare, maintain formation, front. Hee-jeong's guard drops as a hound snaps. Hee-jeong finishes aligning, whispering, "Done, lower guard." Dobby relaxes, lowering his firefly shield. The hounds sense the opening, surging forward.
Dun's lower guard.
The gap invites a feral beast into their ranks. Hounds lunge, claws raking the trio. Soo-hyuk swings his blade, cleaving one beast. Hee-jeong thrusts her lantern, blinding another. Dobby releases a firefly burst, scorching the rest. The battle rages. The hidden lever still glints in shadow. A massive hound growls, jaws gaping, teeth glinting.
Soo-hyuk yanks the rusted lever, gears grinding as a stone door erupts, releasing a fresh wave of snarling hounds. The trio is plunged into a desperate, blood-soaked melee. Hee-jeong feels her lantern's beam pierce the darkness, sparking fleeting hope, while Dobby's firefly bursts scorch the pack. Each triumph drains their stamina, and exhaustion looms. A massive, shadowy silhouette looms beyond the doorway, claws poised, leaving the trio staring at an unknown predator that could shatter their fragile alliance and plunge them deeper into the labyrinth.
The sky cracks open. A blood-red moon climbs above the ruined citadel. The team converges on the sealed gate. Ancient runes ignite in violet fire. A glowing timer blinks 10. The 5-hour countdown roars to life, casting a deadly shadow over their plan. The frontline warrior stretches his hand forward. The scout trails close, eyes locked on the gate's seal. They channel raw energy, feeling each second pulse. Their combined focus summons the hidden watcher from the shadows. A pack of skeletal hunting hounds erupts from darkness, jaws snapping. A cloaked sorcerer raises his staff, issuing a cruel command that the undead obey. The team unsheathes blades, battling with desperate ferocity. The commander bellows, "Hasty," and thrusts his sword, urging the team to sprint as the 5-hour timer drains. Speed is vital to stop the gate from sealing them eternally. A hasty, the source of dark energy, flickers into view. The mage concentrates, a faint blue aura blooming from his palm despite the lost crystal, forging a thin barrier that momentarily stalls the vortex's pull. The shield grants the team crucial seconds. The warrior spots a strange rune etched on the floor. The warrior steps onto the glowing rune and shouts, "Here." As the floor trembles, temporarily stabilizing the gate and halting the vortex's surge. This may unlock the sorcerer's grip. The warrior gasps, eyes widening. "Oh!" He notices a hidden scene flare, signaling the cosmic scan activation. The mechanism whirs, promising a slip through. The warrior murmurs, "Ivham," his palm igniting with blue runes that surge into the firewall. The barrier brightens, gaining extra strength. "Ivham," The reinforced wall must now hold the undead onslaught. The commander darts forward, declaring he'll slip past the undead hounds. He sprints along the firewall's edge, aiming for the sealed gate. "I'll slip past them." He hopes his speed buys the others crucial seconds. The commander weaves between snarling undead hounds. The firewall flares as the dogs clash with it. The warrior's runes pulse. The spellcaster readies a spell. Hee-Young watches the timer. Hee-Young raises her hand, fire magic ignites, flames surge toward the guardian, engulfing the cracked arm. The fire meets stone, sparking a burst of energy. The guardian recoils, revealing a hidden core that pulses ominously. Hee-Young's fire intensifies, forming a blazing spear that pierces the core. The core shatters, releasing a wave of violet light that washes over the team, resetting their aura. The warrior senses the doorway humming, ready to step through before the timer ends. Hee-Young thrusts her palm, a bright spell erupts. The warrior watches, mouth agape, shouting, "Magic!" The burst rattles the cracked stone core, making the timer flicker dangerously. A concealed stone slab cracks, spewing dozens of skeletal wolves onto the arena. The wolves charge at the warrior, commander, and scout, adding fresh foes and tightening the timer's pressure. The mage eyes his broken crystal, poised to sacrifice it again. Zio Yan darts forward, slashing the dark sorcerer's shield with a humming jade blade. He shouts, "Seal him now!" as the spellcaster channels lightning, striking the undead hounds lurching toward them. The Regressor channels his inner core, amplifying their attacks, and the gate's runes flare bright. With each blow, the countdown digits flicker, urging them to end the ritual before the cosmic scans overload the arena. The scout steps forward, breathing heavily, telling the group they worked hard, acknowledging their effort. This boosts morale right before the gate's mechanism activates.
You worked hard, everyone.
The gate's mechanism starts humming, hinting at the upcoming scan. The warrior shouts, pointing at Hee-Young, crediting her fire for catching the undead dogs, mentioning cosmic scans arriving. Their focus sharpens as the scans loom. Hee-Young did it, fire caught them. The sorcerer's eyes glow, ready to unleash a new spell. Hee-Young snarls, eyes flaring, the gate begins sealing. A low hum fills the air, the timer ticks down fast. Time runs out soon. The countdown reaches 0, and the unknown threat awakens. The commander lunges forward, slashing a remaining undead dog, while the mage watches, powerless. The group pushes toward the gate as the countdown ticks down. The blade carves a path, but the clock still threatens to run out. The warrior fires a second blast, burning 2 undead dogs. The commander slashes a third, sending it crashing. The scout rips the glowing artifact from his chest, its light dimming. The timer blazes red, urging them to the gate. The scout's loss may trigger the wizard's hidden plan. The dark sorcerer lifts his staff, channeling necrotic energy toward the group. Skeletal hands erupt, grasping the scout's throat. The warrior throws a shield, dispersing the grasp.
The dark sorcerer's chant shatters. The sealed gate erupts as a pulsating blue rune ignites, and the massive doors grind open, flooding the battlefield with a chilling, whisper-laden wind. The commander lunges through the yawning portal, sword drawn, while the scout, stripped of magic, limps behind, clutching his empty chest, and the warrior watches the sorcerer dissolve, fearing the cracked amulet's hidden curse. Sweet incense curls from the open doors, concealing a trap that promises an undead surge, and the trio stands frozen, unsure whether the next step unleashes a nightmare or a fleeting salvation.